It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Hot.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On one,
so
right?
The big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 12,
and Chase will
12,
go in motion
12.
left.
Stop.
Back to Mixon on first down. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
It goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to that.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
Thomas.
What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one is incomplete. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection, and it still continues here in the NFL.
Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have retaken the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. They could repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both...
Here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Boyd, someone who seems like he's been underrated his entire 7-year career, and I think that assessment is correct. Quietly gathered almost 800 yards last season and was a big part of their ranking in the top 5 in the NFL when throwing the football. Always dependable, always available to move the chains.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
12.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
11. 11 MT, take. 11 mighty. 11 stop.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Let's get set.
2nd and 5.
12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Here's Burrow. We're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
On second down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
Oh, what a play there. They're going to motion a running back out of the backfield and create an empty set. And that puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line because normally that's a pass play where the ball comes out fast. In this case, they have to protect a little bit longer. They take the shot downfield, and it pays off with big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down.
11 MT, Tate. 11. Stop.
Now Joe Mixon down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Stop.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 mighty. Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have yet again retaken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things his offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. An option give now to Mitchell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front,
here we go,
they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Burley. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11.
Again, it's Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
11.
In motion right goes Higgins.
11.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal. Burrow. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jackson now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. B.J. Hill able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front.
Here we go, here we go.
Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 141 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.